or you're just going to go to Alaska and you don't have a week, go to the Kenai. Go to Seward. Everything you might want to endeavor to ever do, bucket lists are going to be there. Your fishing, your hiking, your glaciers, your rivers, your ocean, your aquatic center. You name it, Seward has it. Is it everybody's favorite? Probably not. Is it our favorite? Not sure. It comes close. This video is going to show you everything we did in about 6 days. And I mean, it was on the go all the time, but also relaxing. Except for the hike. Kind of like killed me. So visit Seward, Alaska. If you're limited on time, it's the place to be. Laura and I just left
Valdez.
And that's a 400-some mile trip to
Seward.
And we are about halfway, and we found this awesome big rig friendly spot that Laura's fixing to tell you how she located it.
So I actually got this one off iOverlander, and we will put the coordinates in the video. This is the Matanuska River. We actually turned on Matanuska Road to get here, and under iOverlander it's labeled as on Hick Creek, but really good reviews. It's far enough away from the highway, we're not going to have to worry about it.
If you're traveling to Seward on Highway 1, whether you're coming from Tok or you're coming from Valdez or wherever, this is an awesome big rig friendly boondocking spot. Once we made it into Seward, one of the first stops we made on our trip there was to Exit Glacier. We visited it 15 years ago and it sure has changed. Exit Glacier is actually receding, and that's what I mean by it's changed. If you look around, there are post markings along the way that show you each year and how far it's receded.
Got it. I got my sticker at home too.
You have a glacier view, half mile for a handicap, outwash plane. My understanding is that you can actually go to the foot, or you can actually climb up a little bit of a distance to the glacier. Glacier view, point 2, Harding Icefield. So we're going left?
No.
Why aren't we? It says go left.
Go straight for the outwash plain, the glacier overlook, and the Harding Icefield. If you want just the view, you go left.
Well, just to point out, about every quarter of a mile, there is a place to sit down. And today's a nice 70 degrees, so it's really nice today. And there's no water fluid.
Not even in the creek where it's supposed to be.
Harding Ice Trail, 8.2 miles round trip.
Oh yeah.
And this is, so today we're gonna go over to the overlook and our first water crossing. So the trail obviously gets a little harder to navigate, so keep in mind if you want to go to the glacier overlook, it's going to become a little bit more difficult, but not bad. The views definitely get better though.
All right.
As you get higher. There it is. It's kind of windy up here. And here's another intersection for the outwash plane in the parking area. So we're gonna go down to the outwash plane since we're already down here. If you're doing the overlook, you might as well do the outwash plane because it's not more than 100 yards, if that, maybe 50 yards actually, from your point where you need to go back to the parking lot. So just like on the overlook area, as you round out, come around the outwash plane, you get another good look at the Exit Glacier. So if you haven't guessed yet, this is the Glacier Snow Dog Sled Ride. Laura's bucket list.
Good dog. Good girl, Hobie. Alright. It's going to be a bit of a punchy trail today, so we're just going to take our time.
How did you end up here doing this?
Wanting specifically to do this.
Really?
Yep. So I grew up with a Lab Shepherd mix that my dad hooked up to a plastic toy sled when I was a kid, and I loved it so much. And then I was online. I found like the Iditarod and the Yukon Quest.
Right.
And I was like 7 years old. And then after that, it was more or less just, you know, hook, line, and sinker. But
Yeah, I do notice there was quite a bit of yellow snow, so they don't have a problem doing it on the move, right?
nope, not at all. Yeah, 1 and 2.
They're thinner than I thought they'd be fatter because of the cold. I mean, fatter
Yeah.
but I guess they're lean because they get so much workout.
Yeah, that's exactly it. These guys are all muscle.
He's beautiful. Look at that face. Hi, do you smell my girls? We travel with 2 dogs. Hi, pretty boy.
Okay.
This is their home full time.
Yeah, that's our camp.
And I was gonna say to you guys, just obviously people stay here overnight with them.
Yeah, so we stay here overnight.
Okay.
We're usually up here about 5 day shifts. We do that when we're out there.
Woo!
Nope, not yet. Alright. Almost. I am gonna have to do that.
Not just added to it. The dogs typically go out on.
That's fine.
This is a quick clip of a halibut charter and a king salmon charter I took out of Seward. And just to show you, not everybody goes out and catches those huge halibut. I call it what they call a couple chickens. But you know, it was enough meat for Laura and I, and we brought some home. And the trip was awesome. I'd do it again no matter what.
No, maybe.
So it's $13 for single axle?
And oh, look at that. I had 13 sitting right there.
13?
You need a receipt?
No, but this is both ways?
Yes.
All right, thank you.
Lane 2.
Lane 2?
Be advised. Is it recording?
This?
Yeah.
Yeah. I wouldn't have a problem bringing the rig through here, but it would be tight. That'll work.
Daylight! Oh, you're right.
This is what's really you're known for other than the tunnel. It's definitely got a lot of fishing because it's got a decent sized marina.
Yeah.
Why is everybody following them?
I don't know.
So what trail is this?
This is Tonsina Trailhead.
There is a $5 parking fee.
Yep.
And it runs down the coast to a black beach that we hope to make it to today. Okay, so we had to come back to the beginning of the trailhead because Laura and I actually walked down to the beach. When if we would have read the signs, it tells you have to go to the upper parking area to start the trail. So it looks like we added a little bit of hiking to our trip, because now we have to hike up to the upper trailhead. And as you can see, we're starting out with a little bit of a incline. This particular trail's got several interesting points, cabins, a couple different beaches, and my particular one I want to see is there should be a creek that is supposed to be full of salmon making its way out to the bay. So let's see how far we make it. So we've made it to the upper parking area for the trail. So if you want to save yourself quite a steep little climb, start at the upper trailhead parking area, not the lower like we did. So the actual beginning of the trail is a much better trail. Laura's gonna go see if they have a map real quick, since we got lost trying to get to the parking lot, or the trailhead anyway. Looks like the trail actually turns into a service road. So let's see how far we're gonna be on the service road. Well, he's enjoying that.
It's not enough we walk, we gotta swim and
Cool off a little bit. We're gonna set our sights on to Center Point. That should be the black sand beach. So as you're walking, be careful. There's these little drainage ditches cut into the road. Be careful your step. And you can see it runs all the way down the side of the mountain. As you can see, there are areas of the path that you got to cross over some rocks. So be careful. There's little streams, several of these little streams coming down the mountain right here. The footing does get a little loose in these areas. Do not cut through the switchbacks. And you will see that. You'll see one right up here. There are trails leading off the main path, and that's what they're saying. Just don't get off the main path. So we've reached our first switchback, and as you can see, it's quite a drop off. And the trail does become narrow in this area, so be careful. That is quite the drop off down there. It looks like we're coming up to a first bridge. Actually, it looks like a series of little bridges.
Oh, yeah.
Here. Right down through there. Okay, watch your step up here, Laura. There's almost like pottery boxes up here. Looks like we're coming out. This is a really steep drop right here, Laura. Let's see if we can see some salmon. They say certain times of the year you can see salmon in this creek. Oh yeah, there's the bay. Don't see any salmon. But it is June, it's not late summer like it said. Late July, early August. Late August, this is supposed to be full of salmon. We're gonna walk down to the beach, and I think we're gonna make our way back up. It's quite a hike. It's if you did the whole trail, it's like 14-mile round trip, and that ain't no joke. Something I can't do anymore. This is the black sand beach, and it opens up directly on the bay. And look at that mountain view. Absolutely gorgeous. It's a bit of a hike. I think this is a round trip of about 4 miles from the lower parking spot. And like I was saying earlier, I think it's a little bit more moderate. I am 55. But the footing's unstable in a lot of places. The beginning of the trail is really nice. But once you get about a half a mile into it, it becomes very rocky, very steep in areas, wet, and the switchbacks have some pretty decent drop-offs. So just be aware of that, wear the right shoes, bring plenty of water. Laura and I brought probably close to a gallon and probably gone through half of it already. And it's just a quick reminder, there is a warning at the beginning of the trailhead. Be careful of the tidal swing here. If you get caught on this beach during high tide, it's not going to be a nice day. So just keep aware of that. Okay, we're on Nash Road. A little late in the evening, but I figured I'd come out here and see if I couldn't snag a salmon. If nothing else, get used to doing it. Oh, been out here about 30 minutes. I ain't seen nobody catch anything yet. Whether you're in close or in shallow like I am. Well, that's the reason it's called fishing, I guess. Catch one. Or snagging for salmon. Got that expert technique going on. Better hold on to that rod because the fish take it. Ooh, burn. So if you ever really want to know what snagging for salmon's like in Alaska, this is exactly what it is. Repetitive motion, back and forth for hours on end. And you look up and then maybe one fella, like you see this guy dragging probably his limit in salmon along the beach, and the other 40, 50, 100 of us out there. There's no telling how many people are up and down that beach. Maybe catch one. Laura and I didn't catch anything this go around, but we did limit out in our next video, so watch for that one. Getting deep.
Deep.
Yeah, it is beautiful though. Well, long story short, Laura and I did make it back across to the parking area. It was about a mile and a half trip across that river when the tide's out, so be careful. Okay, before we end the video, I just wanted to give you a quick look, an aerial view of the campground we stayed at, Stony Creek Campground, just off Seward Highway, maybe 5 to 6 miles outside of town as you headed in. As you can see, there's plenty of room. There's some large rigs in there. They do have a washroom. They've got laundry, restrooms, all very clean. And you're going to see here in just a moment, there is a creek that flows down the side of the park, hence the name, but there's no fish in there. That is all glacier water coming in, and they are working on it to actually expand the park. And they also have Wi-Fi, just to throw that in there. It's like any other park. It wasn't the greatest, but it's not that bad. Cell coverage was awesome. We have T-Mobile, and our rig actually uses PepLink, which is, for us, it was Verizon. Both signals came in strong. And also right here at the end of the video, there's a car wash there in Seward that you can actually get your rig in and get it cleaned up what you needed. I think I washed my rig at least 4 or 5 times by this point. So, hope you enjoyed the video. I know it was a little long-winded. It's going to get a little bit longer because I'm going to throw some slideshow and some photos in here. Hope you enjoyed. Oh yeah, don't forget to like and subscribe. Family member and friends. We're standing in Seward, Alaska. We just went on a awesome, about 2-mile hike through the woods to get to what's called the Black Sand Beach, right out on the bay.
On Cena Point.
Resurrection Bay is the bay. I just want to remind you, you were offered.
We invited you.
We invited you. You were offered for this experience. You'll never.
It's amazing.
It is amazing. Dickie, Chris. What? Roberta.
Mom.
Yeah, Miss O. You too.